Welcome to the Deep Dive. We take insights, research, stories, and boil them down to what you really need to know. Today we're diving into something, well, fundamental, building powerful relationships. Not just networking, but, cultivating your My People's Foundation. It impacts everything, career, personal life. And we're focusing on 3 key actions. Recognize, respect, and connect. These aren't just buzzwords, right? They're real strategies with some pretty compelling examples behind them. We'll explore how they actually work.
Exactly. And the mission for you listening isn't just to know what they are. It's about understanding why they matter so much and, crucially, how you can start using them. We've got some, frankly, surprising stories from our sources that might just change how you think about making connections.
Okay, let's jump right in. First action, recognize. And this is way more than just noticing someone's there. It's about actively showing you see them. Like, we read about this boss, right? When her team did amazing work, she'd say, bam, bam. Yeah. Apparently, it was a foreign phrase meaning something like beyond excellent. And this, private language, it created instant recognition connection, motivated everyone.
It's a fantastic example. It shows recognition going beyond a quick nod. It's deliberate. Think about, say, a director just saying hi in the hallway versus that same director stopping, seeking out a junior employee and saying, hey, your negotiation on that proposal, that was really sharp.
Big difference.
Huge. That person feels truly seen. And our sources highlight cultural nuances here, too. One author, new to the U.S., was kind of surprised seeing presidents thank specific staff by name in speeches.
Yeah.
Very different from the all protocols observed approach back home.
Ah, interesting.
But they realized quickly those specific thank yous. They built serious loyalty.
That makes sense. Specificity matters. So is it always about these public acknowledgments, or is it more in the day-to-day? Some other examples seem to point that way.
Oh, definitely day-to-day. The material gives this really stark contrast between 2 managers. One just did the generic hi every morning. The other one, he made it a point, like a daily ritual, to walk around, check in, ask how people actually were, remembered kids' names, hobbies, even gave advice.
Wow, that's commitment.
Right, and get this, when that second manager got sick, seriously ill, people skipped a planned company anniversary party to visit him in the hospital.
No way.
Yes, it just showed the incredible loyalty he'd earned by, recognizing them as whole people. It wasn't a technique, it was just how he operated.
That really drives home the point about connecting with what people care about. We also saw that example of the boss using his friend's passion for steak.
Ah, the steak lover, yeah.
Knew all the best places, cuts, everything. So if the boss needed sensitive info, he'd bring up steak, get the friend talking passionately, then kind of steer the conversation.
It shows recognizing those individual passions, right? Turning a supposed weak point into a connection.
Exactly. But getting personal like that, it has downsides too.
It definitely can. The sources mention a colleague, totally unintentionally, used an expression that triggered a really painful memory for a female associate, something her father had said.
Oh, awkward.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Very embarrassing. It highlights that fine line, caring is vital, but you need context. Mismanage that, especially as a boss, and trust is gone.
Yeah, tricky balance. So, okay, how do we build recognition consciously, especially across cultures, or when we need to, stand up for our team?
It takes deliberate effort, interaction, and really understanding those nuances. Like maybe you learn from chatting that working on Chinese New Year is considered bad luck for some employees.
Right.
So even if HR says a new hire hasn't earned the day off yet, you volunteer it. That understanding, it earns massive appreciation. Or, another great example, a supervisor in this 150-year-old company. She took over quality control. Her team was getting punished unfairly because the system was flawed. She didn't just accept it. She fought for them, reviewed cases, won, and actually got the training manuals changed.
That's amazing.
And guess what? People were lining up to transfer to her department. Recognizing their struggle and protecting them built incredible loyalty.
That's real leadership. And it's not just needs or struggles, but strengths too, right? Celebrating wins. Like that football player dedicating a goal to a kid with cancer on TV using his name.
Oh yeah, that was powerful.
The replay went viral, not just for the star, but for the look on the kid's face. He said my name. Being seen by someone important, huge impact.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But recognition isn't just about the positive stuff. Our sources talk about recognizing the bear in the room.
The bear in the room.
Yeah, basically acknowledging the challenges, the competition, the tough boss, the economic climate. Whatever obstacle is there, you can't ignore it. We saw examples from immigrants facing job insecurity. One guy's strategy was moving between jobs, kind of under the radar, to get broad experience, then coming back stronger. He recognized the bear, the tough market, and planned around it.
Smart, like having a plan B.
Exactly. Or the senior manager who wasn't well liked personally. But her team stuck with her and felt proud because she consistently fought for and got them better pay and benefits. She recognized their core need, their bear, and addressed it. They respected that, even if they didn't, hang out after work.
That's a really interesting take on respect, actually. Recognizing fundamental needs even when things are tough. And respect is our next action. Brian H. McGill said, one of the most sincere forms of respect is actually listening to what another has to say, more than just hearing, right? Right.
So much more. It's deep absorption. We found this wild story about a pastor.
Okay.
He was counseling a couple, physically exhausted, like actually snoring.
Engineering.
Yes, but afterward he gave incredibly insightful, spot-on advice. His body was out, but his mind sharply focused. He truly heard everything.
Wow.
It shows the difference between looking like you're listening and actually processing. It's not just showing interest, it's extracting value, understanding what they think is important, what makes them tick emotionally.
Strategic empathy. I like that. It fits with that other advice we saw from Betsy Sanders: listen naively and actively.
Exactly. Naively meaning openly, without defensiveness. Actively meaning you show you heard and act on it.
Reminds me of that college professor story, handling tons of student questions over a whole semester, never dropping the ball. That's tremendous listening. Earned massive respect.
Businesses get this too. Loyalty programs, for instance. They're a form of showing respect. The sources mentioned a tenant getting an email about a community rewards program, a chance to win free rent. It just made them feel valued. Respected as a customer.
Simple, but effective.
Or even better, the social magazine editor. A subscriber asked about specific marketing terms. The editor didn't just reply, she published a whole blog post on it and sent the subscriber a special link.
That's going above and beyond.
Totally. Earned huge respect, trust, and it even helped close a deal because that subscriber was already trying to get her boss to hire that magazine for marketing help. Shows deep respect for their curiosity.
Wow, that direct response. It's powerful. And sometimes it's physical things too, right? That story about the supervisor's 25th anniversary.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Someone sent a cake, got a nod, but then a plaque arrived, same cake design, but with this irresistible picture of her daughter that the daughter had snuck out.
And the reaction?
A rare, super excited laugh. It apparently totally restored the relationship, got the person back into the inner circle. It's about touching people where it means something to them.
Finding out what tickles them, as the source put it. And this links back to self-respect too.
How so?
Well, respecting yourself means having the guts to tackle challenges, learn from screw-ups, trashing that as soon as I list.
The procrastination list, as soon as I have more time.
Right, as soon as I know more. The advice is just start now, even if you need a do-over. Overcoming that fear, just taking the step, that builds resilience, builds self-respect.
That's really empowering. Okay, final action. Connect. Carl Rogers said, man's inability to communicate is a result of his failure to listen effectively. Connects back, doesn't it?
It all ties together.
The sources use this metaphor: a rat sniffing for danger before leaving its hole, actively gathering info. We need our radars out too.
Yeah, sniffing for useful info. Not gossip, but being tuned in. Like Alex, the HR assistant.
Right. Tell us about Alex.
She overheard junior staff complaining about health insurance costs, feeling trapped. She didn't just ignore it. She investigated, got data, presented it, and actually influenced a policy change.
That's impressive for an assistant.
The CEO commended her for connecting with the humanity of her colleagues, built her a real following, turned a complaint into connection and change.
Fantastic example. We also saw that manager who created a real family culture.
New nicknames, encouraged ownership.
Made work fun, shared tips about town. People were happy to cover for each other. That connection flowed right through to the customer experience.
And connection can be super personal, like the boss who went to his employee's daughter's gymnastics meet.
Oh, the Jersey story.
Yeah, he and his whole family wore state jerseys with the girl's name painted on them. Took both families to dinner after. The kid just thought it was cool.
That's memorable. Not about business, just pure support.
Exactly. And you really feel the power of connection, or the lack of it, when someone leaves. The sources ask, who will miss you? They contrasted a beloved vault manager leaving felt like an obituary with this new, rude and grumpy sales manager nobody wanted to work for.
Ouch. Highlights the gulf, doesn't it?
Definitely. The warmth, the connections built, it matters. Which means connecting is ongoing, nurturing friendships, like the boss with the quarterly parties. No agenda, just building an informal executive committee, reinforcing bonds.
Or that African coming-of-age celebration mentioned.
Yeah, people travel worldwide for it. Fosters belonging through shared experiences, triumphs, tragedies, traditions. Even complex traditions show that universal need for community.
Which suggests we can create our own traditions, too, like that quarterly food contest idea.
The salsa or dessert cook-off.
Yeah.
Started by an employee, sponsored by a manager, adopted by HR, became a fun tradition, even helped with recruitment. Is find what works for your group.
Makes sense. But underlying all this, there needs to be a strong moral compass, right? Value centered on people.
Absolutely crucial. That global merchandising CEO who survived the massive software failure, he made it because of robust connections built on the founder's core value. Everyone contributes to the sale. Everyone is vital. That people first value saved them. Or the director known for her grave concern for her workers, treating staff staff like family, visiting a sick colleague in the hospital. That built immense trust.
It's about authenticity.
For sure.
Yeah.
The bishop who built a huge ministry. He focused on helping people, jobs, housing, paperwork. Believed wisdom was about managing God's great people, developing their strengths.
Okay, so what if you're like that industrial engineer from the source material? Limited interaction day-to-day. Seems harder.
Yeah, he felt that. Feared bothering people. But the key insight there was connecting is a learned skill, not a gift you either have or don't.
So how did you learn?
Small steps. He was great once a conversation started, but bad at initiating. So he started just striking up chats with machine operators, even asking for help, like when he got lost, needed gas, and ended up making a real estate contact out of it.
Serendipity.
Kind of. It's about being willing to engage, being open. It's character, not just access.
Okay, so what does this all boil down to for you listening? We've unpacked, recognize, respect, and connect. And the big takeaway seems to be these are skills, things you can learn and practice.
Absolutely. Building that My People foundation, it's vital at every level. Leading a company, leading a team, just navigating life. These actions create ripples, loyalty, trust, support.
So here's a final thought for you. What's one small, concrete step you'll take today to genuinely recognize someone, to truly respect them by listening differently, to make a connection? Maybe it's just a specific compliment. Maybe putting your phone down during a conversation. Maybe it's a quick check-in message. Be observant. Start now. Because that one small action could be the start of something really powerful, building your My People's foundation.